The question is, do I need a guru in practicing adhyatma or spirituality? Is it mandatory? Is it absolutely necessary? So before we explain the concept from spiritual Vedic background, let's just take some basic examples. Let's say somebody wants to drive a car, and the person decides that I just go to the car showroom, I'll give the money, I'll get the car key and start driving. Right? And the person has never learned driving, and it is such a risky affair that will put not just the person who is driving the car into risk, but everyone else on the road also into risk. So usual way of learning driving is you have to actually register to a car driving school, learn from this person who knows the driving the best and can also control the speed of the car if there is a mishap happening on the drive. And then you learn with them on a daily basis, maybe weekly basis, and for a long duration of time. And then you get a driving license, and then you are allowed to drive the car. The same thing is about someone who wants to learn classical dancing, someone who wants to learn singing, somebody who wants to play musical instruments, somebody who wants to learn swimming. Doesn't matter whichever it is, in all walks of life, it's understood that to learn this specific skill, you need to approach a person who has the skill. It's common sense, right? So interesting thing is that everyone in all walks of life, they all know what they're good at, right? For example, I can go and approach a neurosurgeon, and if I ask them, can you please help me? I want to build this flyover or a bridge. Can you please help me with the calculations of how much cement I need, how much concrete I need, how much whatever bricks I need? They would be like, sorry, not my expertise, I don't know. You can better go to a civil engineer for that. Now you go to a civil engineer, you ask them, I just got into an accident, I need a brain surgery, can you please come and perform a brain surgery? They're like, sorry, I'm a civil engineer. My skills, expertise are in construction. I can do that job best. I don't know how to perform a neurosurgery. And you can approach a neurosurgeon for that. So people in general, they know what's their skill set, what's their expertise, and they offer advice based on that. Now you ask this neurosurgeon and you ask the civil engineer, both of them, what's your opinion about spirituality? What do you think of God? What do you think about eternity? They all have their opinion. Everybody in the world, every one of them, they all have their opinion about there is no God, there is God, all this in between. So, Vedic approach for a change, it does not begin with God. There's something which we need to really understand. Vedic approach of knowledge begins with you, does not begin with God. Now to understand yourself, who you are and what you are, you need to start thinking, what am I? Am I this body? If this is the body, what I am, or who I am, then this is good for some time. Eventually everybody dies, so where are they going? Right? Where is exactly the life going afterwards? What exactly is truth? Everything I see, it all seems temporary. So what is that which is eternal? So to understand these kind of questions, you need to then approach a person who has learned these things, who has explored these things, and who has realized these things. It's just common sense. So Krishna tells in Gita, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshante te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. To learn answers to these questions, Krishna is not telling that to learn about God, because that's far away concept. More realistic is to learn about yourself. So in general about truth, what is truth? That's the meaning of tattva. Tattva is that which is as is. That tattva. So to understand tattva, you need to go to a person who has seen tattva. It's such a logical statement. Somebody who has seen tattva can explain you tattva. This is not based on who you are, how you are. Right? The only qualification there is, are you sincerely seeking? If you are sincerely seeking, then you can humbly approach this person who has seen the truth. You can ask your relevant questions, pariprashna, right? Holistic questions, questions which are meaningful, not just for, how do I get a better job, how will I get a better girl, or a better house, or a better car. These are questions, but these are not the questions which can help everybody. Right? Everybody has this question anyways, but this will not really help to eternity. I can have a better car for 10 years, maybe 5 years, maybe. What about afterwards? Or there is one more better car there. These are not solving eternal questions of life. These are temporary questions of life. Temporary questions of life, even animals have it. They also keep questioning, where will I get my food? Where will I get my partner? How will I sleep? How will I define myself? These questions, animals also have it. So we have discussed in the past that a human being is equipped, or the person who is equipped with higher intelligence is a human being. And that intelligence should lead the person to ask relevant questions. Who am I really? What is this death? What is this birth? What is this karma? These are the relevant questions. What is my relationship with the Supreme Divinity? Is there a relationship? What is that which I should be doing so that I live in eternal bliss? Not just temporary bliss, eternal bliss, full of knowledge. Right? Not in tamasic or ignorant way of enjoying, but in sattva guna enjoying. Always in bliss. Ever expanding ocean of bliss. How do I get there? Because I have that seeking. And that seeking is fine. Everybody has that seeking. Everybody wants to enjoy. It's just that they're finding the answers in the wrong place. If we understand, yes, I want to become happy forever, not just for short time, forever, then the real questions start. Now the question which Krishna is raising here, that to understand the answers for this, you need to approach a person who has already seen the truth. It's a very logical statement. Right? You go and find a person who is happy. If you want to become a millionaire, you need to go and get your teachings from a person who is a millionaire. It doesn't make sense that you go to a beggar and ask, how do I become a millionaire? He's a beggar. How will he know? He will have no idea how to become a millionaire. If he would have had the idea, he would have been a millionaire. The person is a beggar. Right? It's just a normal common sense that you approach a person to get to know what they're best at. So to know about spirituality, to know about what is Adhyatma, how is Adhyatma done, you need to approach a person who is qualified in that area. So in Vedic times, a guru would be Tattvadarshi Guru, somebody who has already seen the truth. That person, he has seen the truth, means he knows already that I am not this body, I am Atma, and this person would be performing in the platform of Atma. That's how he can impart the knowledge. And that's the next line of Gita. This verse. This is 4th chapter, 34th verse. Tad vidhi pranipatena, tad vidhi. That to know about that knowledge, you need to first approach humbly, ask relevant questions. Before approaching humbly, you need to first figure out who is this person. So that's a lot of burden on the individual personality. You need to really seek. When you really sincerely seek, you will be finding that person. So you humbly approach, ask relevant questions, and then surrender and perform seva. Performing seva is really important because when we do seva, that's when we actually put our ego aside. A person who is doing seva cannot be having his own will and wish also served. The story of a guru. He had a disciple, and his disciple was very, very fat. And the guru asked, "How are you so fat?" He told, "Yeah, I am here in your Gurukul. I go around and I beg and I eat." The guru told, you need to serve me, which means you go and beg for me. You bring the stuff for me. After a few months, the disciple was still fat and becoming bigger fat. And the Guru was like, I told you to bring stuff for me. How is it that you are becoming further fat? And the disciple told, I go beg for you and then I go beg for myself. The Guru told, no, that's not how it is. You beg only for me, and if I give something back to you, you'll eat. After some time, disciple is still fat. The Guru comes and says, hey, how are you fat so much? And the disciple tells, I beg for you, I'll give everything to you. I don't go for begging anymore. I go to the cow, I get all the cow milk and I drink cow milk. The Guru tells, that's not how it is. Only when I tell you to eat, you eat. Otherwise, no eating. And then when the boy heard this, he became so frustrated, he just went to forest. He was so frustrated. And then he was so frustrated, he just ate some, whatever he got in the forest, he just ate it. Some herbs. And he became blind. He went and fell into a ditch because he's blind, he's not able to see anymore. Then because he had learned Vedic mantras, he invoked Ashwini Kumaras, the heavenly physicians, to come and help him to get the eyes back. So the Ashwini Kumaras came and they told, here, we have this medicine for you, you can eat this and then you can get your eyes back. And the boy told, sorry, I can't eat this. It's for my Guru. If he allows me, I can eat. So just with that humble approach, he was able to please Ashwini Kumaras. They got his eyes back and he was surrendered to his Guru anyways afterwards, and he became a good disciple. The story is that Seva means you serve Guru. Your own wish and will comes later. And that's a heavy, heavy attack on individual ego. If I'm a chauffeur for somebody who is a very rich person, I'm driving their super luxury car, and the person comes and tells that I want to go to airport, I can't be driving them to the next city. They tell I want to go to Schiphol, I need to drive to Schiphol. I can't drive to Rotterdam. I need to go to Schiphol to drop them off. That's my service. So Seva means to perform in a way that I understand this person is superior, I just surrender and serve. So when we approach a Guru, I need to be able to surrender and serve the Guru. Not I serve my own desire. I go to Guru and tell, please bless me so that I can have a good materialistic life. That's not a Guru. That's not a disciple. Right? That's not what you do with a Guru. You need to ask relevant questions and serve menially. Meaning that I don't have, it's not my own wish and will. I'm serving the purpose of my Guru. So Krishna tells, Tadvidhi pranipatina pare prashna sevaya upadekshanti. When you do this, the person who has seen the truth will give you the truth. Upadekshanti. By standing next to you, by sitting next to you, they will impart that knowledge to you. Because they have seen the truth. They know it. They can give you that knowledge. Upadekshanti jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. This person has seen the truth. Tattvadarshi. Krishna is not telling some XYZ Guru. He is telling very clear, Tattvadarshi. Somebody who has seen the truth can give you the truth. It's very logical. So that's the Vedic way of learning. And this starts with humility. One has to be humble. And to be humbly approach a person who is more knowledgeable, has seen the truth. If I go with a full frame of mind which is already filled with all the ideas of life, what can a Guru do with that? If I think I already know everything, Guru can hardly operate in that sort of mind space. I need to be humble, in which it's a blank slate, Guru can write there. So, revising, in any walks of life, we always need a guidance. Even if it's, going to a YouTube video and learning there, it's fine. Still, I'm approaching somebody who is knowledgeable. Right? This is how any walks of life you learn things. In Vedic way of learning, you need to really first figure out who is that person who is Tattvadarshi. And that Tattvadarshi Guru has his own full freedom to decide or and to decide to give you admission or not give you admission. Just like MIT and Stanford and Harvard and every single university in the world, they have their own free will to decide, yes, I want to take this person, I don't want to take this person. Just because somebody is very powerful, wealthy, beautiful, doesn't mean that they get the admission into Stanford. It is not. The university has the full rights to decide who can come and who cannot come. So the previous days, gurus also had their own way of testing. The story of a Brahmana teacher, a boy approached him and asked, I want to become your disciple, I want to become your shishya. And the person asked, who is your father? And the person told, I don't know. The guru asked, please go and ask your mother. The boy went, asked the mother, and the mother told, I don't know who is your father. I have slept with too many people, I really don't know. The boy comes back and tells to the guru, my mother doesn't know who is my father. And the Brahmana told, you are also a Brahmana, I'll take you. It was never based on birth, it was based on guna and karma. By guna, by qualities, this person exhibited the quality of a Brahmana being truthful. Even though the truth which he spoke was really not pleasing to the heart, he spoke it anyways about his own self. So Guru could decide based on the guna and karma of a disciple, what is the quality of this person. He would decide whether to take this person or not. Just like the university can decide whether to give admission or not. So I definitely need to approach a guru who is qualified, but whether I get admission into that or not is not just up to myself. I need to really understand this, and that's where humility comes into picture. I need to go humbly approach, ask relevant questions, and then serve. When I do these three things, the person who has seen the truth, if he is pleased with this, he can give me the knowledge. Hare Krishna.